Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Craft the World. And in this episode, we are going to continue where we left off. Now, let me put some more beer down real quick. Basically, we have finished the rooms for the most part. There's a little bit of housekeeping that we need to do on them, but I do want to return to a little bit of the mining because we are running low on some of the resources that we need to continue basically building in the house, and there's a little bit more area to search anyways for more of the Guardians, so we can kind of do a little bit of that at the same time that we need to get some of the resources we need anyways. So I figured we killed two birds with one stone. In this case, I think it's like three birds, so we will chop this. We need this over here. And there is a dragon who's kind of made his way into my base. Now, he's not really able to get very far. I haven't really connected the tunnels, and it's kind of jig-jagged and stuff like that. So I could come down here and kill him with my guys, and that's always an option. I may actually end up doing that. There was a little area over here with a lot of coal that my guys were chopping down that I want to return to. Is it this? Yeah, it was over here. Because there was an area over here that my little minions were running to pick stuff up, and the only reason they could do that is because there's a digger over here, one of those little creatures. And because he's over here digging, if there's resources here, then he could be chopping down some really valuable stuff that then over the course of, 15, 20, an hour goes by, I lose that item. It despawns for me and I don't get it anymore. And if it's mithril, I'd just be heartbroken that that happened. Smithing book, increase the speed at which objects are made from metal. Because we still haven't made all the mithril weapons that we really need. We haven't made, let me put these torches back on. Where are my torches? Torches. There we go. 18. And we probably want to make a few more of those real quick. There we go. That should be more than enough. But yeah, we still need to make our armor. We still need to make a weapons that have the mithril. We want to do a lot with the mithril, and so I just want to come over here and make sure. Now, it's not really the right level. If it was a little lower, that's probably where the mithril would be, but I don't even want to take the chance that it could be anything else. So we're going to come down here. We're going to grab this water. We're going to see where this digger is. You can hear him going. And this will get us a little bit further in this direction where, we could possibly, if we're very, very, very lucky, find a guardian hiding somewhere over here. We'll just have to see how it turns out. And I'm going to build some stairs to kind of come up in this direction. That way they don't... Well, we'll hold off on that right there. And we will come over here and grab all of this water, and we will chop these down as well. It's nice and close to the surface. I don't know why you're not moving up there. Either way, I need to put another portal over here. Wow, there's a nice little chunk of silver over here. That's not too bad at all. Now, it's not really anything I need at the moment. I need coal more than anything else. I've been pretty low on that, to be honest, and it's used in so many of the things that I was doing, basically giving them food while they... Because when you're not even out here hunting, when you're not even out here collecting resources, you're still using resources, you're still using your food, and you got to replenish that every so often, which usually for me will drive me further out and back into kind of dangerous territories where then I have to go fishing, and usually while I'm there I'll see some resources that I really want, and that will kind of bring me back out of, building and things of that sort. But I know some of you guys will just keep on building until you're completely out of resources, and then only then when you go back out and you don't get sidetracked by, like, fighting and stuff, you actually just go out, gather the resources you really need, and come back to base. So that's definitely one way to go about it. I wish I could kind of do that a little bit more often, because I do get sidetracked quite a bit. Do I need to chop that down? I don't need to chop that down. We do need to get in here and collect the water. I guess we're going to do that as soon as we break through anyways right there, so we'll leave that there. Put some torches over here. We should put some more over here as well. I guess we could probably put one as far away as this. No, we can only put it one way. Okay, well, that's fine. We'll take that scaffolding down, and we'll put this up here. There we go. Get all of that now. I don't know what you're doing, why you're not picking resources up, but you're fired. Okay, let's grab all of this, There is a room over here. Yes, there is. Oh, ooh, did we just find our guardian? I think we might have. I think we might have just found our guardian. Let's go ahead and chop this block down. And that one. Let's gather the water first. And do we have any more portals? No, that's probably why they're taking so long to do anything. And there's water up here. You know, I always wanted to try drowning one of the guardians or something like that, but I've seen all the other enemies basically jump inside of water and sit there the entire wave, and they don't ever die from the water, so I doubt it would work, but it'd be interesting to try it out. I do kind of wish that you could bring the lava from the bottom up to the top like you can in like Minecraft with the right buckets, thus allowing you to use lava as a weapon as well, which in my situation with the bug that they had in this game where it just kept spawning those creatures, I think that probably would have been a very, very unique way of handling that, so that you could just basically drench them in lava, you know, down this very small confined space and watch them all burn, I guess is the only way to put it, because they wouldn't have anywhere to run, and you would need very, very small amounts of lava to kind of do the trick. And so, I don't know, I think that would be kind of cool to actually see happen, but yeah, you don't really have that control over those kind of forces yet. I don't know if they ever plan to give you that, or if it's just kind of like a pipe dream of mine to see something like that actually actually work. But I think it has potential. Like, it has an audience who would probably enjoy messing around with the lava and what it can do, and it may be incredibly difficult to move around, and you might not be able to get to it very easily as well, and maybe you can drain that water to a certain point where you can't really get any more, which would make kind of sense. I mean, this is the smallest little room I've ever seen. This is like a bunker. This is exactly what it looks like. It's a small room with a light and a chest, and it has a little hatch up here. It is, you know, built way beneath the surface. That is kind of cool. And of course, this is all supposed to be random, but I don't know, like I said before, some of this stuff seems way too coincidental and too clever to be an accident, but, you know, who knows? Maybe it is. It just, I don't think it is half the time. I think somebody had to have said, throw this in here every so often, you know, make it random, but random with a few of these little funny characteristics, you know, every, you know, 10% of the map or something like that, which is, I like it. I like the fact that they might have taken that effort. If they didn't, it's just a very funny coding that allows them to do that. Let's grab this up here. Wow, tons and tons of silver. You know what? We're going to tell some of our guys to make some of those resources, because we don't have, you know, the greatest armor in the world, and we could use the silver to make a little bit more. We're out of coal again. Jeez, man. I run out of stuff incredibly quickly. And we got 60 gold ore. I should have done that one before we did the silver, but yeah, made that mistake. Sorry, guys. Let's come over here and grab all of this. This is so nice. I wish I had gotten it sooner. Really do wish it, guys. Sorry. This is kind of, I don't know, maybe they could put a spell on here that will allow you to see the area, kind of like light it up. I remember they had that in Warcraft where you could cast the spell every so often, and it would show you a small area, just like a little snippet, which then you could use to kind of blot the landscape where you couldn't see things, and see what was in the direction you wanted to go in. Now, I understand this makes it a lot more realistic. Like, you have no clue what's going to be in front of you until you get there, but they've already introduced magic in this game, so it's not a stretch of the imagination to say that you can get a magic spell that does something like that, especially considering these guys are miners. You think after, you know, eons and eons of doing whatever they've been doing, especially in fantasy books where, you know, dwarves are like one of the oldest races that you can get to, you know, it would make sense that after a certain amount of time they would have developed magic along those lines to help their life a little bit easier and find the resources that they're most after. But you know, maybe that's being a little bit too picky and wanting too much out of the game, or maybe they plan to do it one day, they just haven't done it yet. Like I said, I'm one of those people who, Climber's Book increases your skill moving up vertical mines and cliffs so that you fall less frequently. But yeah, I always kind of want more, for my video games. Like, even if you gave me the perfect video game, I would still constantly be thinking about, oh, maybe you could do this, or maybe you could do that. Maybe a good idea, maybe an incredibly bad idea. They're just ideas, and it's hard to turn them off and be like, the game's good, and just be done with it, you know? Like, yeah, everything's good, but could it be better? You know, I guess that's kind of a messed up way of looking at it, but I find it quite enjoyable, to be honest. Usually, most things can be better, and if you're done correctly and done without being, you know, criticizing of a person or object or something, then it's actually usually constructive. You know, it's usually taken very well, and people are like, yeah, that could be a good idea, or no, that's the stupidest idea I ever heard. Either way, you have a laugh about it, and everybody has a good time. At least the people I know. I mean, I'm sure somebody out there is probably like, yeah, just be happy with the game, because it's a great game, and yeah, you'd be right, you know, but there are, especially in a game like this where it's still being developed, you know, if I see something where I'm like, you know, that could be a cool idea, they're still developing the game. Who knows? They may actually take your idea into account and be like, yeah, you know what, your idea was actually pretty cool. We'll run with it, and, you know, we're going to change it here and there, but, you know, we'll give it a try. Where can they not even get out? There's too many things in their way for those minions to get out of here. So the best thing I could do, well, not even the best thing, but really the only thing I could do is to allow my portals to lapse and have my dwarves try to find their way out, because that would allow the minions to follow them out. But I don't really want to do that. Like, that would be pretty rough. Let's go ahead and pick this up, because that would be a very, very long run back for a lot of my dwarves, and I don't know if they'd all make it. Like, a lot of them are pretty bad with climbing, and if given the chance, I think they would jump off the cliff and die just to kind of mess with me and, and see what reaction they get, because I think they're a little evil some of the time. Like, they know when I really, really don't want them to fall down, and other times when I'm not even watching, they make it to a location incredibly easy. That may be something to it, because I know creatures do react to your gaze, so I guess maybe there could be the idea of the dwarves know when, like, your supreme being is watching them, and they get nervous underneath your gaze. I guess that could kind of make sense, but they've never really implied anything to that. And if there is, it's such a small percentage that do it that, you know, it would be. I don't think that would be the case. I really don't, but I guess it could possibly be. I think it's just more to do with my guys suck at climbing, because I never give them the skill. You know, I never give them that skill for climbing that then allows them to kind of take advantage of that. We need this copper, not the copper, but we need this coal up here as quick as possible. So I'm going to put a portal here so that they can, you know, teleport back, start getting some of this silver and a lot of that coal, while these guys kind of just mine down here, because there's not a whole lot for them to do other than these exploratory tunnels that basically allow me to see into the dark where I haven't already been before. And I could always use that spell that I have that points me in the direction of a tunnel or a hidden room, but I don't really like doing that too often. I've used it in the past when I've had a very, very difficult time finding anything, and I'm like, where am I looking in the wrong direction? Like, where is it? And it usually is somewhere like right in between two tunnels, where I look at it and it's kind of like in Battleship, where you're looking for the one last tiny itty bitty piece that only has like 2 squares or something like that. It's the hardest one to hit, and if you happen to get lucky right off the bat and destroy that one, then you have a better chance of winning than anybody else. But yeah, it's usually what the situation is. I'm looking for that little bit of shred of hope of that little blackness that allows me to find that one creature. But I don't really think that's going to be the case in this one. I'm really just looking for more resources, because I do need to make you know, more furniture, and I do want to make some more mithril armor. So I do want to get down a little bit further. I don't want to go down too far, because again, the hot lava's down there, and almost always whenever you get to the lava, the dragons have a way of getting out. I don't know if they destroy bricks. I think they do, because I've had it where they've been completely sealed off, none of my dwarves are down there. I've never given them a task down there in that area ever again. And somehow the those dragons, they get out and they start flying up my little tunnel systems, and they just you know, run amok. And the only way they could have done it is to have basically, you know, broken themselves out of their prison. And so I think they do attack every so often and destroy a few blocks here and there. Oh, here comes one of those little dudes. Actually, he's not very little. He's actually pretty big. Come on. I was gonna say kill him. Oh, did he run away? No, here he goes. Are they attacking him? Yes, they are. They're actually attacking him. Oh man. Is he gonna break through the wall? Oh, wow. That would have been cool, though, wouldn't it? If he had broken through the wall and the water come rushing in, it would have killed, like, I don't know. They might have been able to swim out, and because no, this whole area would have filled up if you take it into account of, you know, water pressure. Yeah, this entire area would try to equalize, and it would fill up every single tunnel unless there was a way to stop it, and I don't think there is. I don't think there would have been at the time a way for me to get one of my dwarves over there fast enough and build a hatch, because this entire thing is connected. And I don't even have, like, hatches very often. Like, the hatches would have made sense. If I had known that you could accidentally flood your entire tunnel like that, then having those submarine hatches would really start to come into play, and would be a complete and total game changer, I think. Let's go ahead and put some portals down here. That would be pretty cool, though. That would be... Oh, man, you guys should so put that into the game if you guys are watching, the programmers, or somebody knows those. Put that into, like, the hardcore mode or something like that. That way you could have not only water being a hazard, but, like, lava being a hazard. And then you would have to fix it, you would have to send some of your dwarves in with scuba gear down here and try to do some, like, repairs, or maybe there would be something to the effect of, you know, dirt wouldn't be strong enough, not even stone. Like, you would need something this strong, and it's very, very rare to get those pieces, and so doing something that foolish would really suck. But you could fix it, you know, and it would be... Like, you couldn't do anything with the water, like, you wouldn't be able to fish or use the water for gains, which would make sense, like, why you did it in the first place, but it should be more of, like, a penalty, I would think. And that would definitely, yeah, like I said, definitely make it harder, make it more challenging. Probably should not put my scaffolding there if I want them to be able to chop up there on the top. Let's do this. That should be enough. We'll do some lights there as well. Gotta remember to do lights every so often, otherwise I will forget to be sure to do that. And then my guys won't be able to see anything, which usually is the case. And then after like 5 or 10 minutes, all those little leaves and spiders are growing in there. Swimmer's book. Increase the time you can hold your breath underwater. Yeah, we got another one of those guys. I do wish, though, like I said many times before, that they will one day allow these little guys, if they eat enough or are along the map long enough, to turn into those big guys. And then, I don't know, maybe even have it where you can train these guys, or, you know, grow them in your farm and create one of those guys that will do that for you on occasion, you know, like every 10 or 15 minutes, have it where he's rested enough to dig out a small stretch of land, and therefore kind of give you that little boost, almost like the spell kind of gives you that boost when you can put your minions down or your portals or something like that. I don't know, that could be a thing. It may make the game too easy. I think it'd have to be balanced in some way to make it where it didn't suck a lot of the difficulty away. Yeah, I don't know if I want to go in there. That's because we're getting close to lava stage. Although it looks like something's here. Yeah, we may have found another guardian, guys. Nice. Okay, let's put a portal down here. You guys can keep chopping. We gotta get rid of that. Let's see. What are you guys doing? I think they're just having a little meeting up here. They're trying to decide whether they should go on strike or get paid in food. I'm pretty much sure that they should go with the food option, because they will not like what happens without food. Come on, guys. Come on. Chop, chop, chop. You got work to do, guys. Let me go back. Actually, no, I'm gonna wait. I was gonna say, let me go back and make sure they have food, because they go through it rather quickly, but I think I can hold off until I can see what's down here, because the last thing I want them to do is break in here and have a guardian waiting for them. Oh my god, this is such a cool... Look at this room. This is a nice room. This tile right here is pretty rare. This stuff right here, I don't think I've gotten any of that. I don't think I've gotten any of that before. Got some fountains down here. Wow, he is just... He has the lap of luxury. This is a nice place. So what we are going to do is we're going to come down this route right here. That way we have a nice little area to muster in. And then we can sally forth into this this entrance right here, and or in this this little room that he's built, and just wipe the floor with this guy, because this guy is going down. In fact, while we are doing that, I need to make, let's see, mithril. No, we need to keep a few nuggets. We'll make a few more pieces of gold, and then we will make some better pieces of armor, I think. Actually, can I make any more of these? I can make one more. Okay, so we'll make one more of those. What about gold armor? I still haven't made the boots, but that's okay. Don't really need the boots. So we will do... We need 3 more. Well, they're making it now, so I guess we'll hold off on that for now. What about silver? How many pieces of silver can we make? Just 1? Seriously? Why? We have 32. Oh, are we going to say we only have 1 coal? I got plenty of bars. I just have no coal? What are the odds? Well, pretty good with me, but still, I mean, like that's kind of rare. Like, you have the rares, but you don't have... I think I even said this once before. Like, this seems to happen quite a bit with me. That, that the items that are the easiest to get, I don't normally have. And the items that are the hardest are the ones that I spend the majority of my time getting, and therefore I always have them. Let's see. Coal could be over here. This is about high enough for it. Could even be some over here, but I doubt it. It's a little high, to be honest. Probably over here. Yeah, probably in this little section, if anywhere. Which, you know, may not even be over here at all. We may have gotten either all of it on the map, or at least, you know, all that is available on this side. We may have to go to the other side and see if we can find any there. Let's come over here. I can draw a straight line. Is somebody attacking? Oh, you know what it is. I bet they've gotten through to the Guardian, which is not what I told them to do. Get out of there, guys. Get out of there. You know what? I will settle with that if you can stay there and not get hit. Which you cannot, so get out of there. Ugh. Get out of there. Get out of there, punk. I can't take control of him, because if I do, he's for sure dead. And I just hope that he can get out without dying, because that's going to be heartbreaking if he dies. Come on, guys. Get out. Get out, get out, get out, get out, get out, get out. I need him to get far enough away that I can then tell them to go home. But if I tell them to go home, they will get frozen in place and end up dying anyways, which it looks like he might just right there. Okay, good. Now you guys are gone. No, okay, there we go. I thought he was gonna fall down. If he falls down now, that'd be rough, because he probably would have died. Okay, you guys are going to bed. Now I need to put down a sign that says, "You're an idiot. Turn around." You should have known this already. Don't go down here until I tell you. You know, but I'm just gonna call it the little beware sign, because the other one is a mouthful. Okay, so let's see. I guess you guys are heading over here. Yeah, I guess you... Oh, no, where are you going? I mean, there's a portal down here that has 3 minutes left on it. And you guys are heading up here. You didn't get these pieces, which I guess I will send minions to pick up. You can't be heading to this portal, can you? Oh, man. Dwarves. You dwarves can drive me nuts sometimes. Okay, well, you need to go rest. Is it this guy, too? Is he almost dead? Yeah, he's almost dead, too. Finding way. There's a portal right down there. Come on, you seriously can't find the portal down there. You can't tell me that's too close to the beware sign. I don't think it is. I think they can't pass the beware sign, but they can get to it just fine. What are they gonna pick up down here? Oh, those pieces of resources. So we are going to head back. Let's go ahead and head back to. I hope he doesn't fall. That would suck. Where did they break through? What is this area? Oh, this is one of the areas I told them to dig in. Nice little. It's a nice little room. I'm not gonna take anything down from it right now. I like the way it looks. I'll take the doors though. That I can definitely use. And then we are going to tell all the dwarves that need to go back and then go to sleep to do just that. Let's put another portal. Otherwise, you guys are gonna take all night before we man, we're having a hard time getting these guys to go back to sleep. Okay, you guys are fine. You're fine. Actually, there shouldn't be too many people who are hurt. Waiting. What are you waiting for? He's just sitting down there in the middle of nowhere. I really do think that some of your dwarves are incredibly lazy, and they just they take time off, you know, whenever they feel like it, and just like, you know what, I feel like I should have a break today, and I'm just not gonna go out harvesting. I'm gonna find a nice little spot, kind of out of the way, where the boss guy up there won't see me, and I'm just gonna, you know, sit here until he notices. And then once he notices, I'll start moving like I was, you know, just stuck for a second, which I've actually been here for like the last hour. Because it sounds like something somebody would do at work. And it's crazy to believe that they have those kind of emotions, but I swear that some of the time I go down here and I'll find one of my dwarves just kind of chilling there in you know, some tunnel, and he'll just be sitting there for quite a long time before he actually starts moving. Like he just realized that, oh, somebody's watching, I should get back to work. And then he starts taking off. So maybe there is something to the programming where it knows if you're looking in a certain area, and maybe it refreshes that area more often, and that way if they're stuck or something like that, then you can kind of get them unstuck just by being in the general area. I don't know if that's a thing, but I just like to delve into like the whole lore of it and lose yourself in like the role-playing aspect and believe for, you know, half a second that no, it's actually the dwarves with their own personality, and you know, they they decided they wanted a break. They didn't want to do manual labor every moment of every day that they are in here, but they kind of understand that they need to survive. You know, like you got to have fun with your game. You got to you know, do some funny bits and kind of lose yourself in it. Otherwise, you're just missing out on all the game really has to offer, and just any game in general. Like, it doesn't even have to be this one, but games in general have so much enjoyment and so much humor that I try to, you know, get as much of it as I possibly can, especially when the programmers don't necessarily add as much in that I would prefer. I mean, like, a lot of the time I love comedies, I love to laugh, and I love movies that are like that. So when the programmers add really funny bits into the game, it really brings it alive for me. Really, one of the greatest enjoyable things is to find like Easter eggs in video games, and you know, I can get to know the programmer in a way that lets me know just something very specific about them that, you know, that's not who they are and what they're all about. But oh, you know, they like the movie 2001, so they put the little, you know, block, the little cube, the what did they call that, monolith, you know, in the game, and it's kind of like in the background or something like that. Or maybe they did something from another movie that you liked, and it's funny to think for a second that, you know, you both enjoy the type of game that you're playing because they made it and you're playing it, and you both enjoy the same type of movies, and I don't know, it just kind of brings that connection together that you don't normally otherwise have with a developer, which kind of just makes it a little bit more personal, I think, and I greatly enjoy that. So, okay, these guys are ready to go. Now, I can't really send them over here to this side right here because, again, the moment they get down here, they get attacked, like right off the bat. So maybe I have to muster them up here. Let's do that. I don't really like doing that because if they have to run, they still have to climb, and I don't have enough scaffolding pieces for them. I guess I could get rid of this and put it right there. Let's see, but as soon as I try to get rid of this sign, and they're just gonna get rid of the scaffolding. I have to put it right back down anyway. So let's wait until everybody comes over here. There we go. Come on, guys. Attack. Attack! You too. No, no, no. Stop what you're doing. Stop what you're doing. Go ahead and release. Stop what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to change their actions for a split second, and that will kind of reset them, which, from what I found, is a better way than letting them get to wherever they're going before they reset, because they will quite literally run like 99% of the way to wherever they're going before they hit an obstacle. And then once they hit the obstacle, they'll be like, oh, maybe I should turn around and go help my guys out. And by the time that happens, the whole fight's already over. As you can see, I am just whooping the floor with this guy. He does not stand a chance. Yeah. Oh my god, I love it. Okay, so I got the third portal piece. Let's go into... Let's see, how many pieces do we have? We have the third portal, and we have the fourth portal. And we might as well build it, yeah. We got the resources for it. We do have a few... actually, we have one already built, so that's 3 total. And if we can just find one more on the map, then that will prove that there is at least another one. But if we can't find that, then basically we should have gotten the portal pieces from the guardians that we've already killed inside the pyramids, and we didn't. And that is going to mean I will have to play it over again. See, you can see we already have one down right there. There we go. We're going to do another one real quick, which is the... Where it is. There it is. We don't have any mithril, so we'll have to make another piece. We'll just make one for now. There we go. Oh, man, I hope there's another one. Like, it should tell you on the map. You know, like when you finally kill all the guardians, it should be like ding or something like that, completion or something to let you know that there's no more left. Well, I guess there could be. It looks like there's something over here. Yeah, let's head on over there. See what's going on. Now we should get rid of this. That way the guys who need to get some sleep can actually go back and do that. And we didn't even put on the armor that we had made, so that, yeah, you know, they got through it fairly well. Let's see. Did we not make, I guess maybe they didn't make it yet. I told them to make a few, what are these? Chitin boots. Armor 7. What about iron boots? Armor 10. I don't think we've ever gotten chitin boots before. I've seen them in the store for sale, but I've never actually gotten them and worn them. These would have been pretty cool earlier on in the game, but by the time you get to iron boots, not really worth it anyways at that point. But yeah, if they could just move up a few of the things, you know, that would allow you to get some of the items a little sooner, I think they would be far more valuable and used than they already are, because a lot of the time, the stuff that I get in this game, by the time I get it, I don't use it anymore. Like, it's not valuable to me at that moment, and so I just never really ever used those items, which is a shame because they took time to make them, man. You want to try them out, and you want to see if they're cool or what the effect or illusion, or, you know, just have a change for a little while. And it just if you have to lower your standards as far as like how much damage they can take, just so that you can use an item that doesn't do as much but just has a different look to it, that's unfortunate. Like, that's not something you really want to have to choose between. That's kind of an item that's not made as efficiently as it could be, you know. Like, it could be a good item on its own right, not just, oh look, I got a new thing I want to try out, you know. So I kind of hope that they will refine some of the tech tree in that regard, because there are a few things, you know, especially where you have to, like these spells that just take so long to get to, like the little minions. I understand that, but after like the 3rd or 4th level, you should get that a whole lot sooner, simply because you kind of earned it. You've got to that point. There's a few other things in here that you really want to get sooner, like the wooden traps, because by the time you get the wooden traps, usually you're getting your butt kicked, and it just seems like they hold off on it way longer than they need to. And then you don't need the other stuff, like the stuff you got previous to the wooden trap, and it just doesn't really make a lot of sense. I do like the game, though. I try not to to complain too much, 'cause I do find that I'm doing that quite a bit here lately, so I do apologize, but let's go ahead and get this mushroom right here. We definitely need that. And we need to come over here and get these resources. There's 3 things of mithril right here. And I don't really want to put a minion down, because if I do, I don't know if they can find their way out. So hopefully after they're done killing these guys, they will go pick up some resources before they all head back. Come on, you guys can do it. I'll put some scaffolding so you can walk on water for a little while. Come on. There we go. Nice. And we got some eyeballs, which we really don't get that often, so that's kind of nice to get those. And we need to put some lights in here. Let's put a light right here. And we definitely need to grab that. At some point, I need to make some more power potions, but I haven't done it yet. We're going to gather all the water that you can gather over here, which means we're going to need more portals, because that's going to take a while. Oh, wow. Yeah, this is going to take a long time to get all of this, these crystals, which I desperately need because we're missing a few crystals. Actually, I think just 1 crystal before we can make that next portal piece, wasn't it? It was a crystal, I believe. Let me see. No, it was mithril. That's right, it was mithril. So can we do that yet? Yes, we can. Go ahead and make 2. And we are getting some more mithril in as well, so yeah, it won't be that big of a deal. And this looks like the bottom. This looks like where the lava will actually start. And we don't really want to bust that down. We really don't even want to get close. Because again, I do believe that they bust through on their own if given the chance. So we're going to leave that alone. And we still do have a fair bit to explore. If you look at this whole area over here, this is a large portion of the map. There could be very easily 2 more guardians. There could be a good 4 or 5 more guardians on the map. They have the space for it. The chances of that happening, not exactly the greatest, but we will give it every opportunity to see where it takes us. At the very least, we will get to explore this map a great deal and finish off our house. And maybe even make mithril armor, because again, never really get to make that stuff. It doesn't seem like by the time you get it, there's really any purpose behind it. Like you can use it for more efficient use of your time, like the mithril towers or the Tesla towers that require mithril to be used on them and things of that sort. So I don't know. We'll just have to see where this leads us. Hopefully a pretty good place though, because I do want to mess around with this. I want to take that back and put it in a room. Like these are really nice pieces, and this is a lot of them. So that will give me a little bit of time to kind of mess around with these. I don't even know if maybe these are just one version of those titles, or maybe I can put those down and have different, like, 3, 4, 5 different sets of looks for each one of those, which would definitely be a cool thing. I can't wait until they add more recipes for you to... I hope they add them where you can just find them. Like, you just randomly throw stuff into your container and see if something pops up, or maybe make it like Civilization, where you can research your tech, but you're not like given it. You have to actually tell somebody to go research furniture, go research this, and that will allow them to get better at it, and then unlock the spell for you. And then you still have to make it and stuff like that, or something along those lines. I think would be kind of a cool little idea. Hey guys, so basically why you see a cut right there is that we're going to go ahead and end the episode here. I wanted the episodes to be around 35 to 40 minutes long, and I forgot to hit the stop button, so basically the episode was about an hour and a half long there. So that's basically why you see the cut here. Again guys, if you enjoy these videos, please hit that like button, subscribe. Definitely helps grow my channel, and I greatly appreciate it. Also, make sure to leave those comments down below. I love hearing back from you guys, and I will catch you next time.